What's up guys, my name is Damon and today I'm going to go over my 2003 Evo 8 that I've owned for the last 3 years. Alright guys, so starting off, I actually found this car local to me here in Arizona Specialty Motors. Shout out to them for having a super clean, pretty low mile Evo 8. The Evo 8 has been my dream car for pretty much my whole life. I've always loved the way they look, the way they feel, the drivetrain, the powertrain, pretty much everything behind an Evo, or what makes an Evo 8.9 and Evo 8.9 is why I love this car. So aside from the little backstory, I guess we'll jump right in. This is a factory red car that I do have wrapped in 3M's Gloss Storm Gray. Biggest reason I wrapped the car is mainly to protect the paint that is underneath, since it did have lower miles on it. Out here in the Arizona sun and heat, obviously you can imagine what single stage red paint will look like in a few years, so I did want to keep it protected. I did wrap the roof black obviously, but I kept pretty much everything else the gloss gray. It's a really nice color. It pops a lot, especially in the sunlight, as you can see. Changes colors a little bit at night. It does look more white than anything else, so I do get comments all the time on my Instagram saying, oh, I love the white's awesome, you can't go wrong with the white Evo. It is not a white Evo, it is gray. All my buddies give me shit for it, but either way, the car does look good like this. I am planning on pulling the wrap off here pretty soon and doing a full OEM respray behind it. Biggest reason, I just want to make sure this car is mint for as long as possible. Being my dream car, I did want to avoid cutting corners on this car. I did end up going with the Evo 9 JDM headlights. I got those from a guy out in San Diego that actually works for Mitsubishi, so that was pretty cool. He hooked me up with those. Currently, I'm running some USDM 9 tails. I do have JDM 8 tails at home as well. I just really wanted to keep this car appropriate to the time and the culture of the Evo 8. Obviously, it's not a rally car. However, it does look good, and that's kind of what I'm going for as a stance/track build. Even though it doesn't make a whole lot of power, I did just want to make sure that everything was done right, done period correct, and not cut as many corners as I probably could have to save some money, but that's not what this car was about. It was about enjoying it, building my childhood dream car, and we're getting pretty damn close. Moving on to wheels and tires, I get this question all the time. What are your tire specs? What are your wheel specs? All that shit all the time. So here's one video to go over it. Probably never talk about my wheel and tire specs again. We ordered these wheels through Sensei 6 direct through Work Wheels Japan. They are an 18 by 9.5 plus 24, two different disc types, and I think that's why I get the question asked so many times. I'm running a 3.5 inch lip in the rear, a 2.5 inch lip in the front. Now you might be wondering, oh, isn't that going to fuck up your drivetrain being an all-wheel drive car? Actually, it will not. So this car does act as if it is a squared setup, but since the face is different in the front to fit the big brakes, it fits, and it's a true 18 by 9.5 plus 24 all the way around. Moving on to tires, I am running some R888s right now. They are a 255 35/18, super grippy tire. They definitely do what they need to do, even for this car that doesn't make a whole lot of power. Onto the carbon fiber. I do order all my carbon fiber through JD Customs. A lot of the stuff is branded as Rec Speed products, but it's cool to be able to get product for the Evo 8 and 9 in a fairly reasonable amount of time without having to wait months and months and months. So I will have a discount code down in the link below for JD Customs. Saves you 10% at checkout on most JD Customs products, whether it's carbon fiber or titanium, whatever the case may be. So these mirrors, they are Rec Speed Ganador style mirrors. They're not real Ganadors. It was impossible for me to find Ganadors. However, these do the job. They look really, really good. They are a true, real carbon fiber, obviously, as well as the J panel as well. So I do have the Rec Speed carbon fiber side skirt extensions, as well as the rear spat. I think it really adds to the whole overall look of the car. Ties in with the JD Customs rear diffuser as well. No, this is not a Voltex diffuser. I know I'm a fake. However, I could not find a Voltex diffuser, and even if I could, they were 8 or 9 months out. I wasn't willing to wait for something like that. So I do have Voltex exhaust shield, so I guess that's all right. Of course, being an Evo owner, I did have to go with the full Tome. It sounds amazing. It's super lightweight. It is a little dirty right now. They're hard to keep clean. But like I said, this is a no expense spared build, so I did want to make sure that I did have the Tome on there. I almost went with an HKS, but just look at that. You can't go wrong with titanium. The wing, this is where I want to shout out Arizona Specialty Motors. I have not touched this carbon fiber wing once in the 3 years that I've owned the car, and it has been perfect ever since. Clear coat is amazing. It is an OEM wing as well. It's just, it's hard to find an Evo with a wing that looks this good. So not a whole lot going on under the hood as far as for power. It does look somewhat decent, which is nice. Again, I'm just trying to clean this car up as much as I possibly can. Car does make 400 horsepower right now on a stock turbo. I'm running on E54, but other than that, it's just simple bolt-ons and then some drop-in cams from GSC. They are the GSC S2 cams, so it does chop pretty well. I'll get a sound clip of that for you guys. But other than that, I do have ETS's 3.5-inch front mount intercooler, as well as their full titanium upper and lower intercooler piping. Obviously paired with a tile blow-off valve. You do need that. It does look the best. It's massive. STM Tuned did send me a speed density kit, so shout out to them. Obviously in the full titanium, it does look pretty good. Other than that, car does need cleaned up a little bit under the hood. I do have a wiring mess, but I'm trying to slowly clean it up with all the JD Customs titanium bits. Again, discount code down in the link below. I am on Olin's Coilovers right now. I'd recommend these to anybody who's looking to either track their car or even just build a show car. You can sit pretty low with these coilovers. They also do drive fairly smooth when you're low, which is pretty cool. This car feels kind of like a Cadillac in a way, as close as you can get to it, obviously, with an Evo. So, but other than that, they are super adjustable if you really wanted to stiffen them up, or if you wanted to soften them up as well. So they're very adjustable, just all around a great suspension setup, especially for the Evo 8 and 9 platform. Onto the interior, I am running a Status GTX seat. I actually bought this seat off the guy that won Status's Evo 8 giveaway. So that's pretty cool. It's got the Sheepy logo right there. Super comfortable seat. It does sit pretty high, but I'm a smaller guy, so it works perfect for me. I did buy the car with the bride seats in the passenger seat. I don't know if they're real or not. I am planning on getting rid of that one and just throwing another Status seat over there, or some Bride Low Maxes if I can find some that aren't beat to shit. I do have some more carbon fiber goodies, of course, from JD Customs. So that is their overlay for the Evo 8s and 9s. Super easy install, looks super clean. I'd recommend that to anybody. I do have a turn signal extension, which I know doesn't seem like the coolest thing in the world, but this thing is probably my favorite part of the whole car, to be able to actually drive it, especially with a quick release steering wheel, which is sitting right over there. So, but yeah, the Vertex turn signal extension is huge for anybody that does have those offset steering wheels that do sit a little bit closer. That way you can actually hit your turn signal, simple as that. The biggest thing that I think I hate about this car is where these two gauges are placed right here. Just makes it a total pain in the ass when you're trying to see how much gas you have. You gotta lean over, just the whole 9 yards, right? So I am planning on moving these to the A-pillar. I do also have these 3 gauges right here, the oil pressure gauge, AFR gauge, and boost gauge. I might even move these right down here to this cubby. I don't know quite yet. So, but as the car sits right now on the interior, it's pretty much the way I want it. Other than the seat situation, not a whole lot going on. I guess I'm just gonna move on to getting you guys a sound clip. All right, guys, that's the walk around my 2003 Evo 8. I know I missed a whole bunch of stuff, so if you guys have any questions, just DM me on Instagram. I will put my link down below in the description. So other than that, I will be making a whole lot more content of this car. So please subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you guys next time.